Hi students, hope you are all good and safe at home. My greetings to everyone. In today's class, we are going to learn about direct and indirect speech. It's a very important topic. Let us understand the meaning of speech. It's a form of communication or expression of thoughts between two persons or among people. Let's imagine that there is a conversation between two boys named Suren and Ravi. Suren tells something to Ravi, so he is a speaker and Ravi is a listener. The words spoken by Suren can be reported by Ravi in two ways. That is, he can use the actual words of a speaker, that is, I am not well, or the listener can convey the same content in his own way. That is, Suren said that he wasn't well. The original words of the speaker is known as direct or direct speech, and the modified version of the sentence is called indirect speech or narration. The expression or reporting will vary with the different types of sentences. There are four major types with the different structures. And we are going to concentrate on statements in this session. Statements are also known as assertive or declarative sentences. They can be either positive or negative and ends with full stop. For example, Subha attends online classes regularly. Here we just say something about Subha, that is, she attends the classes regularly. It's a positive statement. Next one is Vinod doesn't work hard to achieve his goal. It's a negative statement. Now we shall understand the difference between direct and indirect speech with the help of an example. First one, Suren said, I am not well today. You just look at the sentence. It has got two parts. The first part is Suren said. That part is also known as reporting part. And the words spoken by Suren, the actual words, are put within inverted commas. I am not well today. This part of a sentence is called reported part. And the next statement is Suren said that he was not well that day. Now, the idea of the speaker is reported indirectly without using the actual words of the speaker. This is called indirect speech. Of course, we can notice many changes between sentence 1 and 2. Let us see the key points to be focused on when we report a speech. The first one is reporting verb. The reporting verbs will vary from one sentence to another. Here it is said. It can be either said or told in the indirect speech. Next one is conjunction. Even the conjunctions will also vary with sentences. Here statement should be introduced with that. And the pronouns. Depending on the speaker, his gender and the number, that will vary. There are other changes, that is adverbs of time will change from indirect to direct. Here it has changed from today to that day. Next one is tense. There are some different rules for that. We are going to see in the forthcoming slides. And then while expressing something in indirect, we have to remove the punctuation marks. Now we shall move on to rules regarding change of tense. If the reporting verb is in the past tense, all forms of present tense in the direct speech are changed into the corresponding forms of past tense in the indirect speech. For example, simple present will change into simple past, present continuous into past continuous, present perfect into past perfect, present perfect continuous into past perfect continuous. For example, he said, the baby cries. This is in direct speech. Here the reporting verb said is in past, so you have to change this cries into cried. He said that the baby cried. Simple present became simple past. Loki said, I am not feeling good. This sentence is in continuous tense, present continuous tense. In indirect speech, this will take past continuous. Loki said that he was not feeling good. The players said they have played the game well. This sentence is in perfect tense, present perfect tense, and it should take past perfect. The players said that they had played the game well. And the last one is Vinita said, I have been working hard. Here we have used present perfect continuous, have been working. This should be had been working. Vinita said that she had been working hard. In the same way, will change into would, shall into should, can into could, may into might. Must will be the same in indirect speech. Sometimes, if it is an obligation, it may change into had to. Future continuous would become past form of future continuous. Future perfect would become past form of future perfect. Future perfect continuous will be past form of future perfect continuous. Let's see some examples for this type. Vidya said, I will help you. This is in direct speech. Since the reporting verb said is in past tense, correspondingly, the reported form should also be in the past form. But this is in future, simple future tense. So this will take the past form of future. That is, Vidya said that she would help me. Subha said, I cannot attend my online classes next week. Here, can would take the past form of its could. Subha said that she could not attend her online classes the week after. Actually, we are not concentrating on other changes over here, only the tense changes we are looking into. Teacher said to us, you must enjoy your learning. Teacher told us that we must enjoy our learning. Let us see how past tense in direct speech will turn into indirect. For example, if you have simple past in direct speech, it will take past perfect in indirect speech. For example, wrote will turn into had written. Similarly, past continuous will take the form of perfect continuous. Was or were plus writing will turn into had been writing. And there won't be any change for past perfect and past perfect continuous. For example, my daughter said, I wrote my exams well. This is in direct speech and the reporting verb said is in the past tense. The first rule says that if the reporting verb is in past tense, corresponding changes must be done in the tense of the verb in reported part. Here, I wrote my exams well. Simple past tense is used. This will take the past perfect form. My daughter said that she had written her exams well. Next sentence. Priya said, I was preparing food for my family. Here, the tense in the reported form is past continuous. This will take perfect continuous form. Priya said that she had been preparing food for her family. And the third one is, the players said, we had won the match. Here had won is the past perfect form. As I have mentioned earlier, the same tense should be followed in the indirect speech. The player said that they had won the match. This is about exception to Rule 1. If the reported speech contains universal truth or habitual facts, simple present tense in reported speech remains unchanged. For example, the old man said, man is mortal. The old man said that man is mortal. Teacher said the earth rotates on its own axis. Teacher said that the earth rotates on its own axis. Now we are going to see rule 2. This is regarding tense changes. That is, if the reporting verb is in simple present or future, that is if it is say or says or will say, tense of the reported verb is unchanged. You should never change the tense of reported verb. For example, Sahana says, Kritya is my cousin. Here Sahana is the speaker and the reporting verb is in the simple present. So you should not change the tense of the verb in reported part. So it should be as it is, that is present tense. Sahana says that Kritya is her cousin. Next, the teacher will say, we have no class tomorrow. Here the reporting verb is in future tense. So you should not change the tense of the reported verb. It should be as it is, have. The teacher will say that they have no class the day after. Now we are going to see about pronoun changes. This is supposed to be rule 3. Now there will be some changes in the pronouns depending on the speaker, his gender and number. I and you in singular will change into he and she. We and you, that is personal pronoun, first person plural and second person plural, will take they in indirect speech. Me, you, that is the object in singular, will take him or her. You will also refer to either male or female, so it will be him or her. Us is plural and similarly you is also plural. This will take them. My, mine, your, that is the possessive form, will take his or hers. Yours and ours, that is plural form, will take theirs. Myself, yourself, that is reflexive pronoun, singular, will take himself or herself. Plural reflexive pronouns yourselves and ourselves will take themselves. Now we shall focus on other changes can be considered as rule 4. For example, now in direct speech will take then in indirect. Ago will change into before. Today will become that day. Tonight will become that night. Yesterday, the day before or previous day. Tomorrow, the day after or the next day. This into that. These into those. Here into there. Last month into previous month. Last week into previous week. Some more changes also we can expect. Change the following into indirect speech. Ram said, I will attend the party tomorrow. As we have learnt, focus your attention on reporting verb, pronouns, tense of the verb, other changes. Ram said that he would attend the party the day after. Ram is a speaker, so I will change into he. Since said is in past tense, will attend would change into would attend, and tomorrow will change into the day after. Father says, my wife works very hard. That is, reporting verb is in the present tense, so you should not make changes in the reported verb. So here the reported verb is works. That should be in the same present tense. Father says that his wife works very hard. Third one, he said honey is sweet. Here, rule 1 exception. That is, though the reporting verb is in past tense, since the reported part is the universal truth, you are not supposed to change the tense of the reported verb. He said that honey is sweet. Last one is, she said, my aunt spoke to me yesterday. She is a speaker. Said is in reporting verb is in past tense. So she said that my aunt will change into her aunt. Spoke is in past tense, so it will take past perfect tense, had spoken. To me will change into to her. Yesterday will change into the previous day. She said that her aunt had spoken to her the previous day. Change the following into direct speech. Here in the same way as we have done direct to indirect to direct, we have to focus on the speaker, his gender, reporting verb, and then by seeing the connector, you can identify the sentence, and then the pronoun changes as usual. John said that he was busy then. John said, since John is a speaker, you have to introduce the reporting part with I. Was will take am, then will change into now. John said, I am busy now. Mother said that those mangoes were sweet. Since the reporting verb is in the past tense, where will take are, those will take these. Mother said, these mangoes are sweet. Sadhana will say that she loves dancing. Here the reporting verb is in future tense. No change in the tense of the reporting part. Sadhana will say, I love dancing. My friend said that was a fine day. My friend said, this is a fine day. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Hope this is useful to you. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.